Hey, Kim!
Oh, hey, neighbor.
Are you hearing that whirling sound?
It's cicadas.
I think it's an alarm going off.
It's insects.
We should call the non-emergency line.
It's not an emergency. It's nature.
Major? No, yeah, this is major.
No, this happens every 13 years.
I do have 13 beers. Did you want one? What?
It's seriously cicadas.
Yeah, no, I've heard cicadas before, and this is not that.
There's like trillions of them this year.
Yeah, hi, I'd like to report a suspicious noise.
Sir, it's just cicadas.
Maybe it's like a down power line or like a giant AC unit just like on its last leg.
Ignore her. It's just cicadas.
Oh, it's cicadas?
That is what I've been
Hey,
saying.
Kim, it's cicadas.
Mystery song.
Our dad's the best. And now, from Times Square, it's That Kevin Show.
Somewhere in the bowels of the city that never sleeps
Kevin McCullough, radio host with Salem Media.
is a man also not sleeping.
Syndicated radio talk show host Kevin McCullough.
And that guy would like a word with you.
Many of you know him as Vostradamus.
Of course that Kevin show is going to be great. The only thing that could be greater, of course, would be that Donald show. But we don't have that, so we have that Kevin show.
Featuring the music of Dick Tunney and the Dream in Color Orchestra. Still to come, purveyors of happy women everywhere, Katie Gorka and Jennifer Horn. Woke Jesus on wealth redistribution and other miracles. A plea to help mothers. And CeCe Winans returns to the spotlight. And now, from Times Square, a man who would have attended the Met Gala but couldn't find a suit 2 sizes too big for him. Here's the Kevin!
Oh, man.
What?
Dave, are you harsh?
What'd I do?
I mean, it was one thing for the Brits to kill Ed Sheeran for the
Right.
suit that looked like it belonged to his dad. For you to go, that's just not right.
Oh.
Let's get to the news.
All right.
For Assignment Desk Weekend, I'm Calvin McCullough. President Biden, pictured here trying to remember the deceased world leader he claimed to have dinner with just last night, is being criticized by some of his big dollar Democratic donors for having threatened Israel with no more smart devices or the ammo to operate them should they choose to invade the remaining terrorists holding up in the Gaza city of Rafah. Let's be clear. What he's holding up are the smart devices that would allow them to kill the terrorists more accurately and leave more civilians alive. Multiple big dollar Democratic donors are chiding him for not backing our most trusted ally. The move is seen as a pandering ploy, though, to the terrorists of his own Congress, who have blackmailed him by threatening to, quote, blow up in suicide fashion his election on November 5th of this year. Georgia prosecuting DA Fani Willis now knows who she'll be facing to retain her seat in the fall. Courtney Kramer is the GOP nominee. Assignment Desk Weekend has learned that Willis fears the matchup. Not only is Kramer a qualified prosecutor with lots of experience and a great resume, she also outlandishly promised the following: to always tell the courts the truth and nothing but the truth, and she promised not to sleep with any employees in the DA's office. Meghan Markle, washed-up actress and British Society reject, is under new controversy for wearing a particular dress on a recent trip to Nigeria. The backless beige number was discovered to be titled Windsor, which is a title Markle would definitely like to regain for herself. Assignment Desk Weekend has learned that evidently the fact that Markle chose the dress was also deemed unimpressive by retailers back home, as they saw no demand on the item in TJ Maxx or Marshalls. And that's not dissimilar to the disinterest that the London Windsors have in ever having Markle return to London. And finally, reluctant media members here in America are at long last commenting as to the truth of the weakness of the hush money case in Alvin Bragg's prosecution of Donald J. Trump over whether the former president should be jailed. The media finally has admitted 5 ways that Stormy Daniels has ruined the case. Number 1, last week's salacious testimony. Number 2, a proven chief witness who has gone to jail for lying. Number 3, continually asking for Trump's autograph during her testimony. Eesh. Number 4, doing too much media. And number 5, basically denying that Trump ever paid her any hush money to begin with. For Assignment Desk Weekend, I'm Kevin McCullough.
If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn it off with the other also. Unless they're a Republican. Then you can feel free to punch them in the face. Let the children come unto me, and do not hinder them, unless they might be born into poverty, or they might be an inconvenience to your party lifestyle. In that case, feel free to murder them in the womb. Haven't you read that in the beginning, God created them male and female, and genderqueer, femboy, trans man, trans woman, two-spirit? You have heard that it was said, hate your enemies. But I say to you, this is correct. And here's a handy little chart to help you understand who your enemy is, based on Marxist intersectionality theory.
As the Lord was setting out on a journey, a certain young man approached him.
Oh, my Lord, what must I do to be saved? Be less white.
But the man went away sad, for he was very white.
My Lord, if you had been here, my brother Lazarus would not have died.
Do not be afraid. For Lazarus will live again through this mail-in ballot. Bi-gender, non-binary, demi-boy, omnigender, pangender, xenogender, someone who identifies as a large ornate building. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except by reducing their carbon footprint and getting vaccinated 12 times, like me. Cancel your enemies. Curse those who bless you. And burn down the whole country if you don't get your way. Tater-tot gender, trans femme, polyfluid, dolphin man, yodel boy, Goomba sexual.
It's a miracle. Jesus has multiplied the fish and the loaves.
No, my son. I've merely stolen it from that village over there. It's called wealth redistribution. Pretty sweet, huh?
Nice.
Would you like to be healed, my son?
Yes, of course, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you.
Then fear not. For I have supported a new healthcare bill that will force you to buy insurance. Because I am a good person. By this, they will know that you are my disciples. If you have one of these yard signs, or you wear a Ukraine pin, or you put one of these human rights campaign stickers on your camel. Here, take one. Super sticky. The poor you will always have with you. This is because of capitalism. Eat the rich. 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 Infiniqueer. Barista queer. Cocaine bear gender. Marvel sexual. Hyperqueer. Hedgehog brony. And last but not least, bi-curious demi-gherkin.
What about Shrek gendered?
Oh, yes. Shrek gendered too, yeah. Whatever you guys want. Make them all up. It's fine.
Ready or not, we'll be right back.